Not to sound like an old grandma, but you know, you didn't have something like flashing at you all the time. Hey everybody, it's Becky, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys time-saving hacks for busy moms. I don't know about you, but I am definitely a busy mom, and there are some things that I have learned over the years that really help make a difference in getting more done in the least amount of time possible. This video is a collaboration with Cass from ClutterBug. You guys know how much I love her and her channel. I've collaborated with her in the past, and I really love anytime I get a chance to work with her. So make sure when you get done watching my video that you hop down to the description box below and you check out her link for her time-saving hacks for moms as well. If you're coming to me from Cass's channel, welcome. I'm glad to have you. I hope this video will be helpful for you guys and that you'll subscribe to my channel and become part of my YouTube channel family. So no more talking, let's get into the time-saving hacks for busy moms. I think one of the biggest things that I do in my life that really makes my life easier is to cook once and eat twice. Whether that means you actually have freezer meals, like a lot of people do, or if you just do like me and you cook enough in one day that you'll have enough for leftovers the next day. Doing that really helps me to only have to cook maybe 3 or 4 days a week, depending on whether or not we eat dinner at my mom and dad's house on Saturday nights like we typically do. But at the most, I'm usually only cooking 4 days a week. And even though that's still, I mean, that doesn't sound like it's gonna help you out that much, but it really does help me a lot. To be able to have every other day where I don't have to cook a meal, all I have to do is warm it up. So other than cooking once and eating twice, another really helpful tip in the kitchen, I think, for saving time is meal planning. There are several reasons why meal planning is helpful and important for families, but one of the reasons I like to meal plan is because if I know that on Wednesday I'm gonna have, you know, some certain meal, and on Monday I'm cooking Monday's dinner, and maybe I could go ahead and brown the hamburger for Wednesday's meal. If I'm already browning hamburger on Monday night anyway, why not go ahead and brown the hamburger for Wednesday and put it in the refrigerator, and that way that step for Wednesday is already done. Or if I'm chopping vegetables on Monday night for Monday night's dinner and I know I'm gonna need some chopped vegetables on Wednesday night's dinner, why not go ahead and chop it all at once on Monday, and that way when I go to make Wednesday's meal, the hamburger's already browned, the vegetables are already cut, and you've already done some of those steps. So not only are you saving time by cooking once and eating twice, but you're also saving time because you are preparing other meals for the week. You're preparing little parts of those earlier in the week and getting them ready to go, so that all you have to do on Wednesday or whatever day it is get out your browned hamburger, get out your chopped vegetables, maybe throw in a few other things you need, and that way dinner is getting prepared really quickly. So those two things, I think, hand in hand, have really helped me save time in the kitchen and make the most of my time. Another way that I save time as a busy mom is to do at least one load of laundry every day. I think doing at least one load of laundry every day is really important. It keeps you on a schedule, it becomes a habit so you don't forget maybe to do the laundry for 3 days and then you look and nobody has clothes or towels. I think it's really helpful for that. I think it's really helpful because it keeps laundry from being such a daunting job, which it can very easily become. If you've got, you know, 4 days worth of laundry that you have to sort and fold and maybe iron and put away, that's a lot of work. And so if you do a load every day, it really does help to keep your laundry chore to a minimum, and it keeps everybody having the clothes they need and the towels they need throughout the week. My next tip goes hand in hand with laundry, and it is to make sure that you and your children are turning their clothes right side out before they put them in the washer. The only time that maybe you shouldn't do that is if it has like some kind of a decal or something on the front where it has to be washed inside out. But let's just be honest, I think pretty much all the time when the clothes are getting thrown into the washer wrong side out, it's because they've just been taken off that way and thrown in the dirty clothes, and nobody ever turns it right side out. It's a very small thing that really adds up to a lot of time that it's taking up to take every single thing you're trying to fold and having to turn it right side out before you can fold it or iron it. It takes a long time. And if you've got every load like that, make sure that you're teaching your kids and that you are also getting yourself into the habit of making sure that your clothes are right side out before you put them in the washer. Another time-saving hack I have is to clean the shower while you're in it. Cleaning the shower is like the shower and the bathtub is like a very tedious, annoying, and sloppy job. I hate getting wet when I've got clothes on, and somehow I always end up getting wet when I'm cleaning the showers or the bathtub. It's not like I'm in them with clothes on, but somehow I always get wet. I don't know how that happens. It's a lot easier and it saves a lot of time if you keep a Mr. Clean Eraser in your shower or your kid's shower. And the next time you're actually in the shower, taking a shower, take that Mr. Clean Eraser, wipe down the walls, the surround of the bathtub, and then maybe when you get out, you could wipe the tub out. But even if you don't do that, even if you just wipe down the walls, it really does help to keep soap scum away and water spots, and it helps to keep your shower looking nice all week long, so that maybe when you clean it on Saturday, there's not all that week-long buildup of scum and soap scum and water stains built up on the shower. It really does save a lot of time. It just takes a couple seconds to do it in the shower. You're already wet anyway, so you're not gonna get like gross with clothes on. And it really does help, and it's a good habit for your kids to get into as well, just to make sure that the shower stays nice and clean and spot-free. Busy moms know how hard it is sometimes to find the time to actually get yourself ready. And I'm the type of person that I don't like going out without makeup on, and I don't do it unless I'm on death's door. Like, I will at least do something. And I like for my hair to look halfway decent. It doesn't always, but I try to do my hair. And you know, things like that. And it's really hard when you're a mom to find that time to be able to get ready. So I would recommend to get ready in stages. It makes it much easier to get ready without interrupting the schedule of your kids if you get ready in stages. So maybe when you get up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you put your lotion and your sunscreen on, and you let that set. You let that soak in while you're taking care of your kids. Maybe a little bit later, next time you go upstairs to perhaps put the laundry away, maybe you have 5 minutes or a couple minutes you can work on putting your foundation on and some powder. If you have extra time, take that next 5 or 10 minutes to do your eye makeup. Put on mascara, do some eyeliner and eyeshadow. But breaking it up, you know, throughout a couple different times in the morning really does help to make it so that you actually are able to get ready and get yourself presentable for the day, but that you're not having to spend maybe 15 or 20 minutes all at once getting ready. You're breaking it up into little bite-sized pieces, which makes it a lot more manageable and a lot more doable for a lot of us busy moms. As a stay-at-home mom and a homeschooling mom and a work-at-home mom and a YouTuber, I spend a lot of time on the phone. I'm always on the phone with like insurance companies or the phone company or all these different people that I have to make phone calls for, and I hate spending time on hold. It takes up so much time and wastes so much time. So one thing I have that I've recently discovered, and I think it's an awesome tool to really help moms or anybody save time, is an app called Lucy Phone. It's basically just a free app that you download, and it's got all different types of companies on here that you might want to call. You can search for the company you're looking for. You enter in the phone number you want them to call you back at. This app will hold your place in line for you and then call you back when there's a representative actually available to talk to. That will save you so much time having to be on hold, and I think it's a great invention and just one of the many reasons why smartphones are awesome. I hate them for a lot of reasons, but I love them for a lot of reasons, and things like that really are helpful, I think is a great way to utilize your smartphone. Going hand in hand with that about being on the phone, I also really recommend to clean while you're on the phone. So if I'm on the phone with somebody and I don't have to be like looking at a certain paper or something, I like to get up and maybe dust the living room, wipe down the counters in the kitchen. There's usually something you can be doing while you're talking on the phone instead of just sitting there. Even if you're just talking to a friend, be walking around, picking things up, putting things where they go, and making the most of the time that you're on the phone. And speaking of making the most of your time while you're waiting or talking on the phone, I think it's really great to make sure that you're utilizing your downtime to your benefit. So if you have to wait in a carpool line, or you have to wait for your child to get out of some kind of an event or an appointment, use that time instead of playing on your phone to balance your checkbook or go through your coupons or get rid of old receipts or clean out your purse. There's always something you can be doing to make that time more productive. That way when your kids are with you or you're together as a family, you really have more quality time as a family because you've done some of those things while you're just kind of waiting and sitting around. You've done some of those things you needed to do, and now you have more time to focus on your family or other things you need to get done. Having downtime that you just spend on your phone is also okay too. If you want to just relax and scroll through Instagram or be on Facebook or whatever it is you want to do, one final tip that I have is to make sure that time that you're on social media or that you're playing on your phone doesn't get away from you. And one really great way to keep track of that is to set a timer on your phone for maybe 10 or 15 minutes. Use that time to go ahead and look at your emails or get on Facebook or get on Instagram or whatever it is you like to do on your phone. Use that 10 or 15 minutes to do that, and then once the timer goes off, you put your phone down. And I think it's also maybe a great habit to get your kids into, because I know personally, and I'm sure you do too, how easy it is to get sucked into the vortex of Instagram or Pinterest or something like that. And the next thing you know, you look up, it's been an hour that you've been staring at your phone, and you're like, where did that hour go? All I did was get on here to look for a recipe for soup, and I ended up on some kind of a page on how to make a wedding dress by hand. I mean, it's always one of those things that you end up getting sucked into, and it takes you all these different places, and it takes so much time that I really don't think we realize how much time we spend every day on our phone just kind of goofing off. And we could always, that's great and that's fun, and there is a time and a place for that, but maybe if you set a timer, challenge yourself to only be on there those 10 or 15 minutes and really make sure that you're spending your time wisely. And like I said, the same thing for your kids. I think it's a really important skill and thing to teach them, that they don't need to be entertained all the time. It's okay to sit around and have nothing to do. You can just look around and think about stuff or use your imagination. I mean, when we were kids, not to sound like an old grandma, but you didn't have something like flashing at you all the time. You didn't have to always be looking at a phone or playing a game or listening to music. You talked to people around you. You didn't have to always have something in your hand to entertain you. I think it's really important. It's important for us as adults to make sure that we're limiting that time, and it's important for us to set an example for our children that we don't need to be constantly entertained all the time, and neither do they. Those were my very rambly time-saving hacks for busy moms. These things, even though they seem small, have really helped me over the years, and I think it's important to find those things that really do help you to make the most of your time, because we are all so busy. And it just seems like time seems to go faster, and we just seem to get more and more busy. And so I think it's really important to find those things that are sucking the time out of your day, or that take the most time out of your day, and really figure out ways to streamline them. And so these tips for me have personally helped me a lot. I hope that they have helped you as well. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to go down to the description box below and check out Cass's video for her time-saving hacks for busy moms. I'm really excited to see what she's gonna say. She's always got great tips, and she's so funny. I love her channel, so make sure you check out her video down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.